Against Jerry Lawler as he tries to get the international title and the bounty put up by Andy Kaufman. Patera had some comments. Here they are.
Fans, no secret that the comedian Andy Kaufman was quick to place a bounty on the head of King Jerry Lawler. The amount, I believe, talked about quite openly, $5,000 for what Kaufman received at the hands of Lawler and that pile driver. And a man who was out to collect that bounty is none other than strongman Ken Patera. He contends he is professional wrestling strongest man. Patera, a graduate of Brigham Young University out in Provo, Utah, also represented the United States in the 1972 Olympic Games in Munich, Germany. I was part of the contingent that was in Munich back in 1972, and Ken Patera, needless to say, you represented your country well. As far as representing yourself against Jerry Lawler, I'm certain it's going to be a battle to the end.
That's right. You know, Jerry Lawler, you're a tough man when you're competing against those that are smaller than yourself, such as Andy Kaufman. He's a comedian, a performer, an actor. He's not a professional wrestler. He's not even comes close to even being an athlete. And you and your infamous pile driver inundated him and put him in the hospital. Now, he didn't have any other recourse but to come back at you through another person. And Andy Kaufman, I have to thank you again for selecting me. $5,000 on top of that. And Jerry Lawler, you beat a very impressive athlete when you beat Austin Idol for the international title. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Jerry Lawler. You're looking at a man standing before you that is superior, not only in intelligence, but in athletic ability, and in meanness, and in toughness. And that's what it's all about, professional wrestling at its best. You call yourself the king? Well, I'm going to dethrone you, Jerry Lawler, once and for all. I'm going to take that international belt away from you in a very desirable fashion, and that's going to be with a swinging neck breaker, which is 10 times more deadly than your pile driver.
Ken Patera, explain, if you will, that swinging neck breaker.
It's actually a full Nelson, but with my strength and agility, I can pick a man up off his feet and swing him in a fashion that puts all the pressure on the vertebrae. And when you start to cough and you start to choke and quiver, and then you pass out, Jerry Lawler, and then the end result is that you wind up in a hospital bed in a neck brace, just like Andy Kaufman happened to wind up. Well, so just think about it, Jerry Lawler. Ken Patera is on a mission, and it's not an impossible mission, boy. I'm going to put you in the hospital. I'm going to collect the $5,000 bounty, and I'm going to take the international title and take it out of Memphis because it isn't treated properly there.
All right, I thank you very much.
Take a look at a body.
Ken Patera ruminating on the possibility of a $5,000 bounty that he may collect via Andy Kaufman if, in fact, he can defeat King Jerry Lawler. And I know fans everywhere are looking forward to seeing the big, powerful man who represented this country in Munich, Germany in the 1972 Olympic Games, Ken Patera out of Portland, Oregon.
All right, we'll be looking for Ken Patera in the area. The match has been signed against Jerry Lawler. I don't know if Patera is coming in mostly for the international title or mostly for the $5,000, but certainly both of them together did bring him in here. The man who put the $5,000 bounty up was none other than Andy Kaufman. I think you're familiar with the history of the Andy Kaufman-Jerry Lawler battle. Kaufman had some comments, too. Let's see what Andy had to say.
I've just been talking to Ken Patera, and I am very happy. You know, I'm offering Ken Patera a large sum of money if he could not only beat you in a wrestling match, but hurt you. Hurt you like the way you did me last year. And he's going to send you into the hospital, my friend, Mr. Lawler. You know, Ken Patera's arms, they must be about this big. Okay? He's a very strong, strong man, Mr. Lawler. Just like you're twice my size, he's about twice your size. He's won the strongest man in the world competition, a competition which is shown on network TV every year. He actually won that event, that competition. Ken Patera has never lost a match, at least to the best of my knowledge. Ken Patera is going to beat you, Jerry.